that's the way that these pipelines work.
And that was our Dawn Armstrong from Sky Eye 13 yesterday as this scene was unfolding of a pipeline explosion in Brazoria County. Good evening and welcome to the news at 6:30. Today, crews are testing air quality and monitoring the site of a pipeline explosion.
So this was the scene around 3 p.m. yesterday as fire and smoke filled the sky. We learned a release at the valve site caused that explosion. It happened in a rural part of Brazoria County in the Alvin area near FM 2004 and 2917.
There is fear it could have happened in a more populated area. ABC 13's Liliana Pearson has more on that part of the story.
Behind me is Ineos. This is the refinery that owns those pipelines that exploded just a couple miles away from here. Today, I spoke to a safety expert who tells me that pipes are a good way to carry chemicals, but there's a lot of pre-planning that happens to determine where they should be in the event that something catastrophic happens. It was an explosion some viewers tell us could be felt more than a mile away. The aftermath today showing how intense that initial impact was. This farmer telling us he's lucky to be okay when the explosion happened just about a quarter a mile away from where he was working.
That was very spooky for sure. I mean, if I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, I wouldn't be standing here right now.
No one was hurt in the explosion, and it happened in rural Brazoria County where no buildings or major roads were impacted. The owner whose land the demolished pipes run through says that's the best case scenario.
If you had a home within a short distance of this, it would have not been there anymore.
Ramanan Krishnamoorti is the VP of Energy and Innovation for U of H. He says underground pipes are a good way to transport chemicals, and typically they're buried away from neighborhoods and community spaces.
They're usually not in places which are commonly inhabited by people. They might run through fields, through agriculture fields, but even in those cases, those rights of way are very, very clearly established.
If you are in an area where pipes have been laid, there are a few ways to tell if something might be off.
Well, if they smell anything funny, they should immediately inform people, the emergency room, with the police. That's the right place to do it. Just getting that word out. If you don't smell something right, it's important. If you feel like you see vibrations, those are all telltale signs that you've got something happening.
Today, crews are at the scene of the explosion, monitoring the area and testing air quality. Krishnamoorti says we have to wait on the investigation to know if this is a one-off explosion or something bigger. In Brazoria County, Liliana Pearson, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.